Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
I'm sorry, Trump, you full of shit, brother. You full of shit. You are absolutely full of shit. Now, I don't think Trump had anything to do with any of the debauchery that went on Epstein Island at all. I don't. They tried to take this man's life. They did everything in their power to try to make sure that he did not become the president of the United States. If he had anything of involvement, and they had proof of that, trust and believe they would have let everybody know. And the whole world would have knew about it. So I don't believe that at all. But you are suspect, right? And see, this is your fault, Trump. This is you and your administration's fault, because you guys ran on transparency. You guys ran on revealing the Epstein files and the Epstein leaks. Like, you guys ran on this shit. If y'all didn't run your mouth, we wouldn't be here right now. Nobody probably would really care. And the Democrats, this ain't your time for y'all to come out and be like, see, he lies about everything. He doesn't come through, and he probably was involved. And no, because your side wasn't going to release it either. So don't even start that. But Trump, y'all full of shit. Y'all are absolutely full of shit. And I know you say things off the cuffs and you be, rambling sometimes, and things don't come out properly sometimes when you're speaking. But even the way you responded to this was suspect. Absolutely suspect. I'm sorry. It looks terrible, bro. It looks terrible. Don't sit here and act as if you don't know why the world has been curious about Epstein and what the people are asking for, what the people want. You know this. Now, maybe you guys did get in there and you guys looked behind the curtains and you really saw that there's really nothing here, or whatever that was there has been deleted, destroyed, or whatever. Like, maybe that is the truth. But y'all know that y'all full of shit by this. And see, this what proves all of the conspiracies is right. A lot of people like Donald Trump because it seemed like he was one of us, somebody who wasn't a career politician, somebody who really isn't in Washington circle, finally gets to step their foot in there, and all the conspiracies and all the things that have been going on behind the curtains and behind the doors up there in Washington. Like, we finally were going to get answers to what has been going on in our country for over 50, 60 plus years. We talk about this in the black community, that if somebody who's in the black community and they're able to attain any type of political power and they get into Washington, and once they work their way up, eventually they're going to get that tap on the shoulder, and they eventually become a puppet of whoever their puppet master is, and they can actually really help the black community. This is what this looks like. It looks like a civilian finally got in there and they look behind the curtain and say, oh, this is how it goes. This is what's going on. And you had to just go along with it, whatever. And I do think that you've always had some type of somebody over you and controlling you. Trust me, I understand that. I do believe that Trump is the farthest from a puppet than any politician that we've had in a long time, or any other politician that could have been the president. But it's clear as day, and this is just kind of exposes that you are compromised. Not by who and how and why and the reasonings for it, I don't know. And I believe that is above our pay grade and our thought process and our knowledge base. But again, this is y'all fault. This is y'all fault. Y'all ran your mouth on this, and now y'all looking stupid. And at least Pam Bondi tried to at least answer the question of why the minute was missing. And the way you deflected with this, and again, you're good at doing these things, but this is not the one, and this is not how you got to do this one. Not with the Epstein one. Not the Epstein one. And again, Democrats, this ain't the time, because y'all people was on the same shit, and we would be in the same position if Kamala was here. We still wouldn't have got the files or nothing. So I don't want to hear it. But they in this position because y'all ran your own mouth. Y'all did this, Trump. You did this. You did this. Now I want to know what y'all think, because I don't know. I have no idea why they're not releasing their files. I mean, obviously there's a lot of theories out there, and a lot of those theories make sense, whether it was, intelligence and certain different names and how the world will react to it. But I think, to me, the only thing that makes the most sense to me is this, and tell me if I'm crazy. Let's say half of it that was going on the island was pedophilia, and the other half wasn't, right? Let's say, like, not everybody who was on the flight logs, not everybody who went to that island were engaging in pedophilic activity. Like, maybe they were having orgies and sex parties and weird ritualistic things and satanic things and all that stuff, right? Things that still are wrong and bad. But it's not all pedophilia, though. And I don't know this. This is a theory. Like, what if it wasn't all pedophilia, right? So if they release these names and release, who was there and who was on the list and who attended, were on the island, I don't think that expresses and shows like what these individuals were doing on the island. And so we all are going to just attach everyone who's on this list to pedophilia. And that may not be fair if they don't have their choice or their chance to plead their innocence in the court of law or prove, their extent. Now, again, I know that's a stretch, and I'm not saying that that's what's happened. That's just the only thing I can think about. Because I feel like if that was the case, and half the people that were on that list weren't engaging in pedophile type of activity, I don't think that would be fair. I don't think so, right? Like, when people talk about Diddy, there's Diddy parties, and there's people who went to Diddy parties that they've never seen and they've never been across any type of sexual situation. So, like, if we exposed every single person that went to a Diddy party, that wouldn't be fair to everyone, because we're just going to assume that they were just on some wild, freaky ass shit. And I don't think that that's the case, right? And so I think that to a level, there in an extent, if you went to Epstein Island, whether it be for a party, a sexual situation, or whatever it may be, I don't think every single person who went there was involved in everything that went on there, if that makes sense. But y'all let me know. I may be crazy. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Why are they hiding this information? Why are they scared to release it? I know you guys have a lot of theories, and I want to hear y'all theories, because I know I'm not right, and we got to figure this out, because this is crazy. This is crazy. All right. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. We out of here.